Hello humanity, welcome to Humanity Ancient History. My name is Emilio de Jesus. Alright, this video is about the Lost Book of Enki. I'll be explaining this image you're seeing right here, with the one with Sitchin and holding the tablet. This is about the 12 constellations. It's not the 12 planets that you've been taught. The person who uploaded all these images, I would say around the 1990s, he's a major asshole. He did this to confuse your guys' mind, alright? This all has to do with astrology, alright? There will be two more tablets I'll be explaining after this one. Here's the one image. It'll be Enki inside the well. Then the follow-up one will be the one with the 6th tablet, alright? Now, I've been tired lately. Excuse the way I'm talking. I haven't been sleeping a lot, alright? I've been working out again, trying to get in shape again. And when I do this, I only sleep 3 or 4 hours when I work out. That's why I don't like working out anymore, because I lose sleep, alright? So anyways, enough of that. Still, so as you know, when I'm done with that, I'll be explaining the NASA logo. And I'll be explaining the one that is sent into outer space in that disk. Here's the other image. I'll be explaining those as well. So I'm going to try to do this one video a week, alright? So I can catch up. So I can explain to you guys it's all the same astrological stories. Once you guys understand this right here, you will understand past, present, and future. For example, if we destroy all our materials, all the information that we have, and we just look at the stars, it will tell us the truth. It will tell us past, present, and future. Again, remember, we have 10,000 years of sunlight and 2,000 years of darkness, alright? The yellow sun orbits our Milky Way galaxy in 12,000 years. So we only been in Earth for about 52,000 years. When you look at all the things on TV, that's a lie, alright? The government is lying to you with your education. They're trying to control you, alright? With religion, it's the same thing. They're trying to tame you as a dog. They're trying to tame humanity. It's a control system. They want you to think inside the box. So if you're a scientist, you were taught to think inside the box. You have to be one of the elites to see outside the box, alright? Our education system has to be rethink, because it's all a lie. Again, your religion is a lie. We have to end our religions, right? Everything is astrology. You understand this? So right now we're in the new age of Aries. We have 8,000 years to go until we hit the age of Capricorn Aquarius. Until the future people will have to go back to the underground cities, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Always educate yourself, and you don't have to believe me. Once you study astrology on your own, and you can see through the veil of darkness, through the illusion, through the magic of these people who are giving you lies, the people who are controlling you, it's up to you to change the system. If not, oh well. So enjoy this video, and let's get started. Hello humanity, and welcome to Humanity Ancient History. Alright, let's get started. Okay, today we'll be explaining from the Lost Book of Enki. If you remember Mr. Sitchin, let me move this light away. There you go. Alright, if you remember Mr. Sitchin, he interpreted the Sumerian tablets, the Sumerian sealed and seals, alright? So as you know, he's holding this tablet right here, and many of his books, he's always holding this tablet, alright? Now this tablet, okay, is about the ancient giants from wave, we're in wave 5 right now. This was in wave 4, alright? These giants, and remember these were not titans, because the first species, the first wave, they were titans, alright? Then another form of titans, then the human giants, then another form of human giants in wave 4. Now we're in wave 5, and the end of wave 5 is in 8,000 years, when we enter the rest of the world water, Capricorn and Aquarius, alright? It will be the new species. When the females go underground to live, the first, let's say in several hundred years, it'll be giving birth to the new species, alright? Same with them. when you look at the Sumerians and Egyptians and Aztecs, they had underground cities. That's where they went to live. They went to live during the age of Capricorn and Aquarius. All right. So let's start explaining this right now. All right. So you to understand what you're talking about, the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, watch my other videos. All right. Okay. Watch the one where I explain the 7 weapons of Terra. All right. I explained that. I might explain it on this one too, but I want you guys to start doing your research and learning on your own. But I'll be explaining this one right here. Alright? So let's get started. So as you see, in this tablet right here, you need to count. Right here. Alright? You will see our yellow sun. Then you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. Alright? And when you count the middle, it's another point. That will be 7 in total. Alright? Then I want you guys to count the outside ring. So you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see? 12. Alright? Then when you count this one, it's 13. Then when you look over here, that's another one. That's 14. I'll be explaining in this video what it means. Then you have to understand this all has to do with the agriculture. It has to do with the food that you eat. Alright? Right here, look, you will see 6 pyramids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have to understand what the goat represents. Remember, when you look at the Aztec calendar, you will see 2 rams bumping head to each other. Same knowledge, alright? Remember the square of Iridu? You have to understand that too. The square of Iridu. Alright, you have to understand what the swords, the swords, like for example Excalibur, these swords, you have to understand this. Alright? You have to understand this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 points. Alright, in the middle is Earth. 8 point. Okay, so let's start explaining this right now. So let's read. TMF is a constellation that holds the yellow sun and 11 planets. This was in age 4, and probably in age 3, these planets were in our solar system. As you know, right now we have 8 planets in our solar system, and the 13 constellation. There are 13 constellations. Okay, when you read there's 13, the 14 is here. 13 constellations. Okay, whereas actually there's 12 constellations. Alright, if we don't count the 13. The 13 is part of the 7 constellations with suns. Alright? Okay? But let's read. There are 7 constellations, right? 7 constellations close to the sun and 6 far away of the sun, called planets in the Lost Book of Enki. Okay? 4,500 years old tablet, 2,500 BC. Alright? So the 2,500 BC makes kind of sense because that's when the last age, well, we in the year 2000, 2,500 years ago, people were living underground in the underground cities because of the ice age. Right? About 4,500 years, yes, that makes real good sense because that's when they were going into the age of Capricorn and Aquarius. All right. So you have to understand your past, present, and future, the cycles above. So here's the 8 suns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now remember, the red sun turns into a blue sun after its 40 days with the yellow sun. She first awakens the 6. When she goes to the 7, she turns into a blue sun. For example, the blue Gachina and the god Shiva, same thing. And again, they did it on the TV show Sea Nation. Remember where the guy was all red, then he turned blue. You see? So let's start explaining this right now. So now you will see. Let me fix this up. Okay. The Lost Book of Enki, astrology stories. You see, I have everything decoded for you guys here. Alright? Can you see? You will see everything is, these are not planets. Alright? These are constellations. Alright? The people represents suns. Alright? Again, when you look inside here, you will see there is, you have to see there is 7, okay, counting within. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7. You have to understand how to put these numbers to an order. Alright? You can just not put 6, you have to understand which one is which. Same way up here with the numbers. You have to understand where the first constellation comes, alright? Which ones are the farthest away from the sun and which one are the closest away from the sun, alright? From our 13 constellation, I mean. From the yellow sun. Okay? Now again, this is named our 13 constellation in the Lost Book of Enki is called Tiamat. Alright? Earth is not Tiamat. It's the 13 constellation, alright? For example, the 13 constellation is called Eden when you read the Bible. If you want to go earlier, it's called Sihon. Then it calls Jerusalem. Then it's called the Kingdom of Heaven. Then it's called Babylon. That's Babylon, right? For example, the horror Babylon, you see, because the red sun comes in, because the red sun has sex with the 7 sons. She's the 8th son. So now you see why they call it the horror Babylon. All right. So, and again, that's Alalu Spacecraft. Okay. Again, when you read the Immortalities of Thought, that's Thought Spacecraft. Alright? So, now we're going to explain a little bit before we keep moving on to explain it to you guys. As you know, these are the 12 constellations. Alright? Right here is everything for you guys. I will show you a close-up image of everything. Now, where you will see from over here, you will see the 7. Then you will see these are the 7, okay, constellations. Because the ram is the 7, okay? Because it bumps heads with the other suns and everything. They change your energy. Here's an image for you guys. What the red solar system does, alright? And how the ancient people use nature to describe what goes up in the heavens, alright? And space. So, now again, here's Eridu. Eridu is the 4 seasons, alright? The square, okay? The 27, okay? So there you go. And again, and here and the earlier when I did this, I put the 14 constellation solar system planets. All right, I put 7 because right now she has 7 planets. I've read on the 7 planets because she took Pluto, that planet Pluto, with her. All right, and as you know, we used to have 11 planets in our solar system, but she moves planets around. That's Rapture in New Language. When she comes in, she moves the planets. For example, she can move planet Earth to any of the 12 constellations, to any sun constellations. She can move us. We can go and travel with her from Millennium Cycle to the Abyss. Or we can go, she can live us in the Abyss, stranded, alright? As she loses her energy. So, now you understand why the Statue of Liberty is up there. Liberty because she didn't took us. We're still in our same position. Alright? Again, the Statue of Liberty gives you the knowledge. July. She comes in June. She's out in July. She stays in our 13 constellation for 40 days. Alright? So, now let's get explaining this in more detail. Alright? So, and again, remember that these are actually the constellations, the 6 points, alright? These are not the planets that I have here, alright? Because I keep growing in consciousness and knowledge. Now remember, this one here, I'll show you guys, if you guys can see it. That's the Earth with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, with the 7 points. Earth is in its 33 powers, alright? So you always have to count it. You have to understand the 5 points, you have to understand the 6 points, and the 7 points, alright? Okay. So we will get back with this through the end of the video. So in order to you to understand this tablet here, you have to understand your Milky Way the Milky Way galaxy is above, okay? This is part of the Milky Way galaxy. This is the number 23, all right? You have 19 constellations that you have to understand, and the 4 elements. This is the number 23, all right? So again, another story where they talk about this is in the when you watch The Matrix, when Neo goes into the architect's room, and the architect tells him he needs to have 23. Then he explains, okay, it's about this, all right? He says that there, when you see The Matrix and the Neo, they're talking about the 6th wave. We are in the 5th wave. They're talking about the future when the AIs rule the earth, all right? That's just their explanation and how the people view the future, all right? So you have to understand your 4 seasons, okay? You have to understand we are located in the cross. You have to understand this is the 14th constellation. She comes in our millennium cycle. It's the same thing as this, look. Okay, let me show you. You see this here? It's the same thing, all right? So I will point it out more throughout this video. So let me get out my paper down here that I wrote some stuff that I don't want to leave out. So okay, so when you read the Lost Book of Enki, okay, you have to understand that prophecies is bullshit. Once you understand this, you will understand past, present, and future. The stars tells you the truth, okay? Extraterrestrial gods, that's all BS. God, G7, O15, D4, all right? So that means G, the 7 constellations with suns. O, when the red sun solar system comes in, she goes through 15 passages. D, the 4 elements: spring, summer, autumn, and winter, all right? Summer, spring, winter, and autumn, all right? So I just want to point out to you guys that Zachariah Sitchin, he interpreted the Sumerian tablets, the cylinder seals, all right? So now I understand that these, again, they were giants. They're not aliens, extraterrestrials. It's none of that stuff. These were just ancient giants for wave 4, all right? He was just teaching the new children of the sun the knowledge and how they can save the future and control the people's minds and everything, all right? So let's keep moving on. All right, so we get back to this. Just wanted to show you guys how I created everything. This is what they give you. That's all they give you. When you go and you look up to research your government, they're not teaching you everything. You have to figure this out on your own. The education system is just an education system to you to be one with society. The education system just teaches you how to think inside the box. They don't want you thinking outside the box, all right? It's a fake system. The education system has to be reinvented by humanity, but since humanity, the people all brain dead, I don't know how we're going to accomplish this, okay? Because they think they're smart, but they're not. If you're a scientist and you're not a scientist from the elites, you're 100% stupid. Anybody that graduated from Harvard University or Yale, they're 100% stupid. Anybody who won a Nobel Prize, they're 100% stupid because they don't understand the astrology knowledge, all right? So our whole system is a fake system. It's a control system, all right? So whoever wins a Nobel Prize is a con artist, okay? Because they just won it because they kept people more stupid, all right? So this is the 7 weapons of terror, all right? This is the real planet Nibiru. This is the Earth that they call, okay? That holds the 23, all right? I made a video about this. I just want you guys to go and see it so you understand more about what this tablet is trying to tell you. Alright? So let's keep moving on. Okay? We live in Nibiru. Remember, this in here is all Nibiru. Alright? Hold this. Again, when you look at my old videos, this is the great fish from not Noah, Hona, in the video of the great fish. This is Noah, okay, boat, and his family, okay, 3 sons, 3 wives, okay. You have the 3 sons, there are, and the 3 wives, and Noah and his wife, okay. So I just want to point out to you guys. So, okay, we live in Nibiru, the planet that holds all 19 constellations. The 14th constellation is in a millennium cycle. 8 suns reborn, new energy, frequency, vibration, and sound. The Earth, 33 powers renew. See through the magic of writing. See through the illusions. Okay. Here's the 14th constellation. Alalu Spacecraft coming into Nibiru. All right. And Tiamat is located in the X. All right. So let's keep moving on. Right here I gave you the beautiful image so I can show you guys, alright? These are the 7 weapons of Terra, alright? Yeah, we got weapon 1, weapon 2, weapon 3, weapon 4, weapon 3, weapon 4, weapon... Let me do this again. Weapon 1, weapon 2, weapon 3. Remember, Orion's holds 2 suns, okay? Then we got weapon 4, weapon 5, weapon 6, weapon 7. Alright? So, and watch my other video. I put the the 7 weapons of Terra. I explain everything there. So, okay, the Lost Book of Enki. Okay, when you read the book, all right, when you read this book, the Lost Book of Enki, the hammer bracelet. Okay, when you look at the flower of life, all right, that's the hammer bracelet. The 12 constellations, okay? As you can see, the pattern, alright? Now, Kai, all 13 constellations bound together. When you read the Lost Book of Enki, you have to understand that. Okay? Tiamat, this is Tiamat. It's our yellow sun, the 13th constellation. I name it Hope, alright? Remember, these constellations, when you look at the ancient Aztecs, they give you the power, alright? Same with the United Nations flag. A logo, it has the 32 powers. Earth is in the 33 powers. Right now, Earth is in the 33 powers for 200 years because the 8 suns are awakened by the 14th constellation. As you can see, here's Alalu Spacecraft, and I put the 14th constellation. Same when you read the Immortals of Thought. That's Thought Spacecraft and Thought. Thought is the red sun right here. Alalu is the red sun inside his spacecraft, inside the 14th constellation, solar system. It moves around in our galaxy. Watch my video, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It explains how everything moves. Alright? So again, okay, Tiamat, okay, remember this is the serpent of the garden because it moves around in our galaxy like a serpent, the planets and everything. Right here again, Alalu Spacecraft, okay? Right here you can see, I gave it to you. Here's how you see Alalu Spacecraft, and how here, there's the illusion, okay? Here's the truth. Here's the gold. The gold is the yellow sun, our 13th constellation. Kingu is our Milky Way galaxy. Alright? Moon Milky Way galaxy. Now again, Kingu can be sometimes in some Asian tablets they explain that the 14th constellation is the moon. Alright? So you have to understand who's who. Okay? Now the Milky Way galaxy and the Egyptians is the goddess Nut. Alright? That's the Milky Way galaxy. So you have to understand what the magician who wrote this book is trying to explain to you with the astrology knowledge up above. Alright? Keep in mind these are not aliens that's all a lie. That's all the next mind control that the elites want to give the people who do not understand nature. Alright? So a long time ago, I would say, I started my research in 2011, but this probably was out before 2011. Let's see when this book was created, when this book was made. This book was made in 2002. Wow. So this image probably wasn't by 1998 or not before that. Somebody posted all this fake information to confuse the mind of the people who are seekers of the truth. Alright? So you understand? Okay, the Lost Book of Enki has been decoded by brain dead people. Honesty hurts. Not the hammer bracelet. Alright, I already showed you guys. Earth is not Tiamat. The moon is not Kingu. Earth is not Kai. The 12th planet is not the 12th planet that you guys think of. It is all farce from the stupid human imagination. Mental illness. No wisdom, no knowledge. Alright? So you can see this is not Alalu Spacecraft. I already showed you which one is Alalu Spacecraft. Alright, let me bring this one out. Alright. So, alright, there you go. Okay? So here's Alalu Spacecraft that they're showing you on these books. Alright? This is Alalu Spacecraft, the 14th constellation solar system, okay? Alright, it comes in through the Leo. And it stays in the tree of life for 6 months, 6 days. This is where the gold is, alright? Now again, Earth was never destroyed and never made the asteroid belt, okay? The asteroid belt, here's the asteroid belt. It's all the constellations, okay? In the story, that's the asteroid belt that the 14th constellation has to make its way through, alright? Okay? And I did give you guys another image where when the 14th constellation comes into our 13 constellations, she disturbs the asteroid belt, and all those asteroids can come onto the Earth. Okay. So again, here's another one that whoever created this, okay, gave you a fake knowledge. All right. Here's that one. You see, he put planets, but it's not planets. All right. That's a lie. That's a deception. That's why I put false. Here's everything. They put Tiamat. They put Jupiter. This not. These are the 12 constellations. All right. Plus they forgot one. Plus they forgot the other one that I explained to you guys earlier. You see, they were supposed to put it here. These are the 12 constellations right here. It's the 14 constellation. You got the 13, then the 14. They just put the planets. All right. This is all a lie. This is all false. Made by a real dumb motherfucker. Alright? So now we're going to reveal the truth. Here's the truth. You see? You have to understand this so you can see through this. Alright? So now you know. Let me point it out to you guys. Alright, here's my paperwork. So you see right here is real big for you guys, okay? So the image will be popping over here in color. Here's the 14th constellation coming in her millennium cycle through the asteroid belt. Alright? Here's the 7 points, the 6 points. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's one of the 6, then she becomes the 7 when they're all together. Alright? So here's other names for you guys. Alright, I'll put all the names for you guys there so you can see and read. Okay? So you have Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Hope. And that's the new name for this is TRAPPIST-1e solar system. This was presented to everybody on June 2017. Okay, NASA made an hour special. But again, this 14th constellation has a lot of names. Okay, one of the names is Samson, Lucifer, Alalu Spacecraft, Thoth Spacecraft. It has a lot of interpretation. Now they call it TRAPPIST-1e solar system. I call it Destiny 66640D. Alright? That's what I call it. So right here you see all the knowledge, and I'll put the constellation in order like it's supposed to be. Then I gave you the 7 points. Alright? You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? Now you understand which these 7s are, right? Get the paper out again so you guys can see. Okay. So the image would be removing, and right here, okay, you see 1 is Draco, 2 is Polaris, alright, 3 is Orion. Orion holds 2 suns. 4 is Sirius, alright, has a blue sun. 5, Passion. Alright, now I got to all my other videos I picked when I was studying all this. There's a lot of different sun constellations. I try to choose the ones closest that we can see with our eyes. But out of all of these, this is the one I'm confused about. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones when the red sun solar system comes in, if she changes energy with this one. This is the only one I'm not sure about. Alright, all the other ones I'm sure about. I'm 100% sure, but this one I'm probably 95% I'm not sure. Alright, so again, number 6 is our 13th constellation, TM Math. Okay, this is Eden. It has a lot of names. Alright, so when the 14th constellation comes in, Alalu Spacecraft comes into the gold, it stays inside for 40 days. Okay, she changes energy, then the red sun becomes into a blue sun. She comes in the twins. When you read the Hope Indians, she comes into the twins. That's in Gemini on June. She stays for 40 days and she's out in July. Alright, that knowledge is also in the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty has all the astrology knowledge. So okay, now the 7, as you know, is her. Okay, I call it destiny. Alright, so now you understand this. This is the 13th constellation. The 14th constellation, she comes in the month of June. She stays for 40 days and she's out on July. Now we have nuclear summer, nuclear winter for 200 years. Alright, because the 8 suns are awakened. So we have 800 years where Earth is in the 29 powers. Now Earth is in the 200 years with his 33 powers. Alright, so let's keep moving on. You see? Now this is a real big one without the images or anything, so you guys can see. Alright, you see? This is our 13th constellation, Hope. That is called TM Math, and surrounded by the 12. And the 13 comes in every millennium. And see, here's all the evidence, all the numbers. Now remember, the numbers never lie when you study your astrology. Okay, once you study this, and you can see, you will be able to see everything. Alright, now remember, this is how your work government gives it to you. This is how they give you. So you have to study and understand how to create it like this. Alright, so here's all the evidence for you guys. Okay, I use nature with knowledge to decode everything. Alright, so it's the same thing, so you guys have to look. Okay, so we have this worst number. Okay, Capricorn, okay, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces. Alright, so okay, so we'll be explaining more. This is the next video I'm gonna be making. I think probably it's gonna be too much for you guys to explain this for you guys, but I think I'm gonna be doing actually the one image you're gonna see popping over here, the one with Enki in the well. That's a little bit easier than me explaining this for you guys. But here's a quick image for you guys so you can see. It's all decoded. Alright, here's the color version. Okay, so but I will leave this for later on after I make a couple more of these Sumerian ones. So okay, so let's go back to where we were at. See if I leave anything out. So let's get those papers back out so we can explain this tablet for you guys. Okay, there you go. Alright. Okay, let me get the other one. Move these two out of the way. Alright. So now, let's go back to all of this since I did a quick recap of everything. So, The Lost Book of Enki, like all Bibles, astrology, millennium cycle stories made by magicians, the wizards, the magic of writing for those who never study nature, numerology. The people fall under the magic, the spell. Okay, if you never study astrology, you're gonna fall under the delusions, the lies that these were aliens and everything. They're not. These were giants from wave 4. We're in wave 5. All right. Nibiru is the 23. Okay, now you understand that Nibiru. Let me show you guys. Okay. Okay, this is Nibiru. It holds everything. All right. It's the 23. Okay, you can have 12. The 12. Okay, then you have the 7 constellations, then the 4 seasons. All right, that's the 23. When they're all bounded together, okay, Earth is in its 33 powers for 200 years, and Earth would become the 29 powers when the 8 suns go back to sleep by the year 2217. All right, so the first 100 years, humanity is gonna have it hard. Nuclear summer, nuclear winter, more radiation than the food you eat. All right. So now you know that Alalu, okay, is the 14th constellation, the red sun solar system. It's in every 3,600 years, all right? Okay, not years, okay? Whoever says years is a moron. That's not true. When you study the Aztec, it's 36,000 days, not 36,000 years. Let me correct myself. So whoever told you guys that the 14th constellation comes in every 36,000 years is a moron, a motherfucker, an asshole. No. When you study the Aztec temple, it's 36,000 days equals to a millennium cycle. The 14th constellation comes in every millennium cycle. Alright? So right now we're in the new age of Aries. Okay, she came in the year 2010 to the year 3010. Okay, in the year 2010. Then she will come back into the year 3010. Then again in year 4010. And it will keep going on, alright? So again, for you whatever, for the people who follow this and you follow Zachariah Chisholm, you follow your Clark, you follow all these morons and don't understand what they're saying. It's not 36,000 years. It's 36,000 days. A millennium cycle. Alright? So again, I already explained to you guys that when you read the Lost Book of Enki, that's not the hammer bracelet, okay? Or the Asteroid Belt, the 12th constellation, that is spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Okay, that's the Asteroid Belt that they're talking about. Okay? Again, this is the father Anu from the Sumerian tablets. It's Polaris Ursa Minor. It's the biggest sun in our Milky Way galaxy. Here's that image for you guys so you can see. Okay, Anu was challenged by Alalu. Okay, there's Alalu. He was challenged. Here's the image. It's you know how they say that Alalu swallow Anu's manhood. You see, it's the same thing as a long thing. It's the same thing as when you read the tongue of living fire from the Aztecs. It's the same thing as Adam's rib. Okay, when the yellow sun. When the Anu sun, okay, in Polaris, changes energy with the red sun, alright? She does it with the 7 constellations, with all 7. She's one of the 7, with all 6. Again, she's the Whore of Babylon. It has many names, many different stories, alright? Hopefully this brings you some kind of idea how this works and how all these stories are made up by the magicians, alright? To confuse your mind. Okay? So look at this image. Okay, now you understand why Alalu swallow Anu's manhood. Okay, you get it now? It's just the red sun changing energy with the sun and Polaris. Alright? Now again, Enki is the yellow sun. Alright? Again, when the story progresses, this is Enlil, the red sun. Alright? Now the Anunnakis are all 19 constellations. Alright? Those are the Anunnakis. The land and earth are all 18 constellations is the land and earth, all 19 and all 18, and the 19 comes in every millennium. Okay. How you know these are the 7 weapons of Terra? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 7 weapons of Terra. Again, when you read a story from the Lost Book of Enki, when you read that story, these are the 7 females Anunnakis. Okay, the 7 females Anunnakis assemble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Again, this is TM math for you people. All right. Remember, this is TM math. That I call her Hope. Has many names, many stories. Draw the cursors. All right. Now remember, we live in wave 4. Okay, the 13th constellation yellow sun solar system had 11 planets. Okay, now we have 8 planets because the 14th constellation comes in and she moves planets. She can move us to any of the 12 constellations. She can move us to any of these sun's constellations. All right, or we can be taken by her in a millennium cycle, and she can leave us in the abyss where there's no sun, no planets, or nothing, and Earth will freeze. All right. So let me explain this to you guys. In the beginning, there were darkness, 1, 2. Okay, that's Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay, I said I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it. Earth turns into the Ice Age for 2,000 years. Then when the yellow sun comes out of the reservoir water, this is the constellations Pisces that's connected with the constellation Sirius. So then we have 10,000 years of light. So the ice start melting away by one of the 7 weapons. Okay, there's the mountain melter, Sirius. All right. So remember, this the 2,000 years. We have 10,000 years of sunlight, 2,000 years of darkness. Earth becomes the Ice Age. The people in 8,000 years, the people will go underground to live, and those women will give birth to the new species. All right. So hopefully this explains to you guys everything. I'll try to make these videos as fast as I can, but this is all you need to know to understand everything. It's this, all right? To understand any of these books, any Bible that you read, you have to understand your astrology knowledge. All the ancient aliens people are lying to you. All your pastors are lying to you. It's all fake from the primitive people who has not studied their astrology. They have not understand that the humans in the planet Earth are all liars. You don't even believe me. Once you understand the truth that you can see with your eyes and feel, you will know that I'm telling you the truth. Alright? So always remember, we have 10,000 years of light and 2,000 years of darkness. We're right now in the new age of Aries since June 3rd, 2016. The red sun woke up the yellow sun. So in January 2017 to the year 2217, the 8 suns are awakened for 200 years. All right. So right now we're in the new age of Aries. Okay, for 1,000 years until the next millennium cycle. That will be in the year 3010. Okay. So remember, the red sun come in the year 2010. Then she will come in again in the year 3010. Then again 4010. Keeps going up. All right. And remember, we have 10,000 years of light and 2,000 years of darkness. And my next video will be this one. I'll be explaining when Enki goes into the reservoir water. All right, from the Lost Book of Enki. Until next time, thank you. Bye bye.